Welcome everyone, welcome to the Black Ice. Now I know I haven't been doing a lot of videos because the game's the same game as it was last season, but they have improved certain things, and certain things do matter. And people have been asking me for about 2 months. I waited until I got to Legend, and so I can do it. I don't anticipate getting past the Legend. I just don't play the game enough, nor do I play Club that much. I play once in a while. I play League games, but I have always not believed in stats per se. I believe once you get to a certain point, your guy's just as good as he's going to be for the next levels. I haven't played clubs, so I haven't unlocked many boosts, but I do have player types that I like to use a lot. First and foremost, it's the grinder, the one team play build. This grinder build is the only build I can use this first year that I can use it in sixes as well. I haven't changed it much because he still holds on to the puck. He's not as fast because he gets tired quicker, but in moments he's faster than anything on the ice. And, well, I like playing defense, and if you can't score, you can't beat me, so let's get right into it. My pro, edit attributes. Like I said, I'm only a Legend 1, and you know how I set my guys up if you watch my videos before. Let's go right wing because that's predominantly what I play. It's a 74 overall grinder. If you like to get your guy to 80, by all means, go ahead. This is just a guide to get you guys on the EA level, meaning the way EA thinks from what I've deduced, how the stats work, what really work and what doesn't work. So let's go. Deking. We got 74 deking. I don't pull off many moves, so I don't really need that much. Hand-eye 83. I found that between 83 and 85 is a nice number. Difference in player type for a power forward. I found I needed it a little more because the deflections were 10 times better. Offensive awareness. I still haven't found where offensive awareness is of real use. It says if you get shots through, you can get shots through or stuff like that. That's bogus. For you to get shots through, it really depends on the camera angle you use. That way you can see the position of the body of the player. So if it's a lower camera angle, more to the ice, more pulled back where you can see the guy straight on, you'll get shots around all the time. It's not about getting shots through people magnificently. And passing, if you're a good passer, you're a good passer. Passing, I have it 79. I rarely go over 79. I don't care what player type it is, even if it's a playmaker. Puck control, 85. 85 is the key to all puck control in this game. I've tried the playmaker at 90 whatever and every other player type at 90 whatever. It doesn't change. At 85, I found the guy to have the best puck control there is in the game. Like I said, I use the grinder for sixes. I mean, if for me to do that, it means he's not losing the puck all the damn time. Sure, he's going to lose the puck more than the other players, but if you know how to play, you know how to play. Slap shot accuracy and slap shot power, I haven't found a use yet. I really haven't. Now, this is where the grinder, for me this season, this is where he really excels. He will pick the top cheese all day at 81, the shot's fast, the one time is fast. He picks it over people's shoulders. I think in the next upcoming week, I'm going to add videos just to show you me playing in league with it. Just to show you what I mean. But 81 seems to be a good place for me. And again, I only have threes because I only play with TP just to build games. So if you have threes and you have more and you want to go higher and test out higher, good for you. But I don't believe in purchasing EA's nonsense. Nor do I believe that, all of a sudden because you got more. I find that when you add more and you go past a certain level, the player sometimes gets worse. But to each its own. Defense. This is the one category, one stat, and one place that I've always loved the grinder the best because I like to poke check and I get a bunch of breakaways and I'm able to block shots without trying by just running into the path of the shot. Is why I love the grinder and why I always try to use the grinder. Like I said, if you can't score against me, you can't win. But aggressiveness 67, body check 67. This is me putting stats in there. I try to stay away from that because it tends to give you crappy running into players penalty and hitting them because the grinder is so aggressive naturally. So if you just run into someone, you'll get a penalty just because you were stronger than they were. Discipline at 75, I just put that up. I don't really see it making that much of a difference, especially for the playmaker and the grinder. It doesn't seem to make a difference where I put the discipline. I still trip people if I just randomly do it or you don't do it, time it right. Playmaker more than the grinder, though. The grinder gets away with a lot of stuff. Shot blocking 93, stick checking 93. Those two are, I use those more in any game than anything. I don't get credit for blocked shots, but I stop and run into and purposely stand where I think a shot is going to go, and my guy will able to hit my guy, and hopefully it bounces right in front of me, and then I get it for a breakaway. Stick checking is the best. It's the best. I mean, that's why the grinder is the grinder. Athleticism. I have my acceleration. You know how I feel. Like, go back and watch my old videos. Acceleration and agility are give or take. I think agility more to do with the camera angle as well, because if you could see it, like I use all camera directly overhead. You know, most people won't like it. Most people won't approve of it, but that's what I love to use. So I can turn quicker than most because I see it right away, and my guy, I let go of the controller and turn. Acceleration this year matters. And previously I would say it doesn't matter, but this year what I've noticed is that it matters in this respect. When a lot of times in league games or in club games or whatever you may be playing, when the guy ties up, you want to be the first one to hustle in, get the puck and set up a play if you're in the offensive zone, or just get the puck if you're in the defensive zone so no one else gets it. Acceleration matters because that first step, that's where acceleration helps you. That first standstill step, acceleration helps you right there. That I tried. Why can't I talk? I tried every level, and once I got past like 75, I didn't notice the difference in the step towards the puck, and I wasn't getting there quicker. So 71 was like, okay, right, but between 69, I wasn't getting there as fast. 70 was okay, but 71 seems to be the optimal one where you were like, where as soon as they tie up, you can hustle in from the wing. For centers, I'm not sure how that would work, since you don't have to use that quick hustling right there. Agility, 71 works for me because then my guy doesn't turn. He lines up right. I always want my guy to line up right for a one-timer. It's so pivotal, especially if you're lining up for a one-timer, you don't get the puck. When you release it, your guy spins out of it instead of just sitting there and starting over. That's where I like my guy. And now 76 balance. I found 75 works best, but 76 is where I put it at. He's still going to get knocked over because when I show you my build, you'll see why. But he's still going to get knocked over a little bit, but he's going to be knocking people on their butts no matter who they are or what size they are. It's weird. Durability is 67. I just added points to there. Grinders don't get hurt that much. It has to be a square-on-square hit. Endurance, 86. This is the only one I wish I had more points for. Endurance, because with this guy, he hustles so quickly and gets up to speed so quickly that I don't at times have enough endurance to finish out periods. And you have to know how to use it for it not to bother you, but it might bother some people. Speed, 89. I don't think you need over an 89. I've tried 92. It doesn't seem to make a difference. Anything in the 90s, I really didn't see the difference, so 89 was a good place to go. Strength is 79. If I had more strength, I would put it on strength, but 79 seems to be a good place for a shot. That makes a shot much harder. And that's it. I mean, look at the boost. They're all threes. I mean, they're all threes. I got like 1.5 maybe. And that's just because I haven't unlocked anything else. I don't think I would change anything else once I unlocked it, just because I am that way once I found something that works. And let me just show people, make sure to let you know it's not from last year's game, from the games before. Even though my guy's set up like this, I like to validate it a little bit. You can see my points really don't change. My stats, my grades, it really doesn't change that much. I mean, wins and losses, 91 wins, 101 losses, and this is playing OTP by myself, not with like friends and stuff. I mean, 245 goals, 269 assists. It's basically the same thing all the time because that's the way I play. Let me go take you into the guy now. This is my first video, so it's a little longer than most that I would do. Let me just take you into the pro. And this is where you make your money because EA once again half-assed this setup so much that they should hire regular people to do these if they want it to make sense. But I tried to do taller players. I like using bigger players because I think you should be stronger, body people, blah blah blah. The idea of what NHL should be, but using bigger players does not work. It doesn't make a difference. I'm 5'7", 275, and if you're an old school person, you know 5'7", 275 back in NHL '09 was like the magic weight and height. You didn't get knocked over. You killed everyone. You were just as fast. I was trying this out just cause, but it actually works really well. So the guy's small, but he stands up to hits in the corner and maintains the puck because he's 275. So again, it doesn't really make sense, but that's what it is. Let's go to the stick. 80 whip, mid neutral. You know, as I said, I always use and look at the accuracy. The accuracy, wrist shot accuracy is full on out because he's 275, 5'7". I use whatever doesn't miss the net the most, and this is the 80 whip with the mid neutral is dangerous for this guy. I mean, he snipes like a sniper. It's very, very dangerous with this guy, and that's what I've always kept. Skates are always 13. I'm using 11s. Maybe I changed it because of league games. But normally I would rock I remember. I changed it because of a league game because of the lag. It's easier. It's harder when you have a lot of lag, it's harder to turn your guy so he doesn't feel as smooth. But I would normally use 11s. 11. I mean, I would normally use 13s. 11s if you lag a lot, or if you play league games and your guy's not turning a lot, you use 11 so that it feels better. I'm going to keep it that way because obviously I set it up for league. And let me just skate around. Let me show you guys. See, that's what I always want right there. And then to pull the trigger and he turns around and he's smooth and he hustles right away. He turns right. The key to any guy that I build is if he's hustling like this on a turn and I pull the left trigger and he turns like that and holds the puck where I'm still in shooting motion, then I'm happy for it. And as you can see, top cheese all day, every day. I don't have to be big, and he hustles right away. That's what you must pay attention to. Every video I've always said, if he turns around and he's hustling right away, you've got the best guy. And here a note to people trying to build a guy that can hit people. If your guy, when you run into the goalie and then you don't have the puck and you just run into the goalie and he knocks the goalie down in yourself, you're going to hit a lot of people and knock a lot of people down. So it's just one of those things, and I don't know. I guess I may do other builds, but I don't really mess around with other builds too much. This is just my guy. I mean, you see the sniping abilities, you hear the pings. I am not lying to you people. I have never lied to you. Nor would I ever. It doesn't matter where the goalie is. He gets it around him. This has been Black Ice signing out.